Let me start this video off with a disclaimer. This is my disclaimer, okay? Everybody is free to live how they choose to live. That's it. I am no judge, jury, executioner. I'm just trying to figure my way out through all this. With that said, welcome back to the channel. Let's get into the topic. Diana King back in the day. Back in the day, I wanted to be Diana King's man. I don't want somebody who's loving everybody. I need a shy guy. I tell myself, say I'm the shy guy and she can have me, right? But there was so much turmoil going on in Diana King's life that we did not know about. You know, you see somebody on a TV screen, you don't really know what's happening in their real life until years later when Diana King came out and said a bunch of things that we'll get into later on. But today, news headline says that Diana King has removed both her tatas, her breastises. Okay, there's a lot of people in the comment sections of those headlines that are saying, leave her alone. Maybe it was for medical reasons. Well, don't search back too far. Diana Malik on Dancehall Mag, April 5th, 2022, put a headline and a story up that says Diana King was raising money for top surgery in keeping with them being non-binary. Non-binary, a sexual identification preference type of thing. Jamaican singer Diana King announcement that they have established a GoFundMe campaign to help finance top surgery to remove her breast tissue in keeping with them being genderless has been met with mixed reactions by their fans. This is 2022. This came out. Diana King's fundraiser, which was launched last week Friday at the time, is titled, I Need to Get Something Off My Chest. That's the name of her fundraiser. I needed to get something off my chest. Literally and figuratively. They were seeking to raise about $18,000 to get the surgery done. And at the time, back then when this article was written, they had only raised $2,850 that was contributed by 13 different people compiled together. Now on further down the road, Diana King, who was 51 at the time in 2022 when this was written, stated that she wished that they had been able to donate their unwanted breasts to their best friend, who had to have a double mastectomy, lamenting the fact that they, meaning a queer person or a non-binary human, would soon undergo the top surgery to remove their own breasts that are perfectly healthy. So she was wishing in a way that she could donate those titties to somebody who actually lost theirs and is crying and hurting about losing theirs. You know, in Jamaica we have a saying, want it, can't get it, and get it, don't want it. The woman with the big booty, she wants her booty slimmed down and she wants a little butt, while somebody else over there, you know, with no butt, she's looking at the big booty woman wishing I had that kind of thing. Diana King, she didn't want her titties. And she was saying, damn, I wish I could donate them and they could like transplant them over to somebody. One of my friends who actually lost hers during a double mastectomy from a surgery, which we all know is pretty radical kind of a surgery. Now, in another post, she had noted that they had intended to pay for their surgery on their own, but was unable to do so at the present time, and as such was seeking public financial support in the meantime. Quote unquote, it was my intention to do this on my own, and it still is. The future is unpredictable, but since it isn't possible at this time, I'm learning to accept that it's okay to ask for help when you need it without any shame. You know, a lot of people are ashamed to put up a GoFundMe, but I tell people all the time, GoFundMe is not for, oh, I got sick, I need help to pay medical bills. GoFundMe is for anything pretty much. Yes, you can raise money to help you in critical times, but if you have a business idea and you're trying to get your business off the ground, maybe some funding to open your restaurant, to buy a food truck, to open a barbershop, beauty salon, whatever the case may be, market yourself properly and go out and fund some money from a crowd of people that support your vision. That's GoFundMe. Anyhow, with the stigma of feeling ashamed, she said, I was learning now not to feel ashamed to ask for help. So she set up the GoFundMe. I need to get something off my chest, right? She said that my wife, my son, and friends who are family are in full support. And that's priceless. I know a lot of people just said your wife, your son. So wait there. She have a family. So she married to a woman. And then they have a son. How that work? Well, that's exactly what it is. Okay? Now, contribute whatever is affordable to you, she said. No amount is too small. This is both life-saving and life-changing. This also feels historic. My deepest gratitude to you for your time, understanding, respect, and support. Much love. I will never forget your kindness, Diana King wrote. Now, several fans expressed support and said that they had made small contributions, but fans like A.R. Ryder, they expressed discomfort. Please reconsider your decision. Your body is perfect and a gift from the Lord, one person wrote. Next person says, OMG, you're really going to cut yours off? Why? OMG, please don't. I love my breasts. I wouldn't dare do it. My breasts are what turns me on. Oh, sweet Diana, please don't. What if you do it and then you realize that you made a mistake? I love you. Please don't cut them off. Please, I beg of you. Please. Love you, the some boo boo said. A few others also questioned why the Shy Guy singer was seeking donations to finance plastic surgery and suggested that they could find other ways of paying for it. Why would you go and GoFundMe for plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery? I did cosmetic surgery and I work and I save my money. Do a little Uber, a little Lyft, or even DoorDash to make that extra cash, is what one person said. Another person in their GoFundMe description, Diana King identified as a Jamaican-born singer-songwriter from Spanish Town and was also an American citizen. They noted that an extremely private person she was, they had swallowed their pride to make themselves vulnerable to ask for help. She said, I originally came out in 2012 as a lesbian, becoming the first from my country to publicly do so. The first person from Jamaica at that high level of the entertainment industry to come out publicly and say, I am a lesbian. Well, I don't think anybody has done it ever since. We've had people who have said that they are bisexual or who have tried to insinuate that they are bisexual or sexually fluid. Since we've also had one man, I believe it was the singer, I forgot what his name was, that won the competition in the UK, Dalton Harris. Dalton Harris has come out as non-binary. That is after Diana King came out as lesbian, right? And then, of course, you've also had Jada Kingdom, and you've also had, I believe it was Shensia, that have tried to blur the lines or tell us something one here, there, where, or another. But whatever. Diana King led the way. First person to do it. She said, I'm the first person from my country. A few years ago, I came out again to myself as non-binary, multi-spirit, feminine, masculine, everything in between, or just a spirit, genderless, she wrote. So after she told us that she was a lesbian, she went back and told herself she's not a lesbian anymore. She is now non-binary. Lesbian would imply that this is a woman that is into women, right? Same sex. But non-binary, she went further to define it and said she is non-binary, meaning multi-spirit, feminine and masculine, and everything in between are just a spirit. Wow. They wrote. And in 2022, in this article on Dancehall Mag, they're actually referring to her as they. So I guess that is what she wants to be referred to, as they. So we will stop saying she, but I am saying she because we would identify her as she. But out of respect for that person, let's say they, right? They now means Diana King because she's multi-spirited, right? And feminine and masculine and everything in between and genderless. So we can't say he and we can't say she. According to the artist had been thinking about the issue for decades, but the artist had suppressed it. And in that article, the artist said that after coming out, I felt freed and became more open to knowing myself on an even deeper level. And I want to know why I was so uncomfortable in my body, why I didn't quiet fit with the lesbian thing. And slowly, I started to regain memories that I had blocked. I started to research and found others who were like me. So in 2017, I decided to do the surgery. This is now 2023. That seed was planted in 2017. They also said that the pandemic had stymied their plans and impacted the money that they had saved up for the surgery. In an expensive surgery, it's an expensive surgery, but I'm working and I'm saving. I had it all planned. And then that was until the pandemic hit. So the pandemic stopped Diana King from cutting off her tatas, right? She said I'll be 52, or they said I'll be 52 years old, November. And the fact is, it's never too late to choose to start living your best self and authentic life. Time is not promised. And then Diana King went on to say that my wife and son and friends and family, they are in full support of the decision, and that's priceless. I guess that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? If the closest people to you are saying, go for it, we support you, I guess that's all some people need. They don't really care to hear what the crowd has to say. And in truth, you can't really listen to the crowd when living your life. Now, fast forward to today, right? And the headline in today's news, which was October 1st, 2023, dancehall legend Diana King reveals that her tatas, or reveals that the tatas have been removed. They tatas have been removed. Yes, so that is her pronoun. That is what she wants to, what the person wants to be described as or called. They, right? So they. My apologies. I'm having a hard time sticking to it, but I'm learning as I go, right? Diana King, quote unquote, I felt like I was born again. Yep, no regrets. I absolutely love it. And there is a video, not video, but a picture of Diana revealing a chest, a flat chest, with both of the tatas are gone. And according to Urban Islands, on October 1st, 2023, Jamaican legend Diana King has revealed that they've taken the important decisions to remove their breasts in an update shared with fans on Saturday on Instagram. In the video that was shared on social media, the Shy Guy singer revealed that they are reveling in their decision taken months ago to remove their breasts. According to the artist, they have no regrets, and they shared the post-surgical scars and a flat chest. Hi, it's King. When I woke up from surgery almost 5 years ago, I knew immediately that this was one thing I would never regret. Like having my first child, never regret. Being authentic, never regret. They said, I felt like I was born again. Yep, no regrets. I absolutely love it. Oh my God. Wow. In the video, they are seen lifting the front of their hoodie sweatshirt as they reveal the scar, which has now healed. The artist smiles as they motion that they have zero regrets about the decision. The surgery that King has is called a top surgery, which is common among trans men. Although it has the resemblance to a mastectomy, that women with cancer have, top surgery is mainly done by women who identify as trans men. Now, according to Allure, many persons who identify as trans men, they opt to get top surgery because of gender dysphoria. Top surgery. I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're a man walking around with two big titties in front of you, right? It kind of defeats your purpose. So they get rid of those. They don't identify with that part of their body, with them and who they identify as. Top surgery, however, focuses more on the aesthetic goal of achieving a flat chest, similar to a man's chest. Top surgery also differs from mastectomy in that the nipple and the areola and their nerve structures are not destroyed, so that the outcome can be a normal flat chest. Now, Diana King, who goes by they and them pronouns, came out as gay in 2012 and said that they are the first Jamaican artists of international acclaim to share publicly that they are lesbians. I am now, not because it's anyone's business, but because it feels right with my soul, and I believe by not answering or hiding it all these years somehow makes it appear as if I am ashamed of it or that I believe it is wrong. That is what they said at the time. Now, if we go back without reading everything that is printed here on Urban Islands, we will go back and we will remember Diana also spoke about being raped multiple times in Jamaica, being a victim of sexual molestation, sexual abuse at a pretty young age and at multiple occasions in Jamaica. So one could only help but to think, right? Because she spoke about this in depth before, and she spoke about how, it affected her in such a way. Remember, this is a woman who's been with men before, and she's even had a child. So for her to now completely go the opposite direction, one can only think that her early experiences in Jamaica, becoming a victim under those circumstances, led to her decision. I remember reading an interview that she did, and she spoke very in depth about how it was such a turnoff to actually be with a man, because she was violated multiple times at a young age by men or by a man. So to be with one and be in love with one and to be naked and comfortable with one was something that she found almost impossible to do. A lot of people at the time came out and said, like famous people came out and said stuff like, from the reggae industry, came out and said stuff like, well, because somebody rape you don't mean say you need to go to the other side. Me a man, and if a man rape me, it mean say me I go turn bottom on the rest of my life. If a woman rape me and me a lesbian, don't mean you turn lesbian the rest of your life. Or something you did want to do from morning. A lot of people were not so understanding of what she was trying to say, even though she was telling and living her own truth. Now, I think it's because it came on the back of Diana speaking about the type of music that was being put out in Jamaica and Jamaican culture. And she said that something along the lines of, don't quote me, not quote unquote, but it was something along the lines of, Jamaica is more like a place where they protect the rapists, right? They respect those people. The people them would do them kind of something there is who they protect and respect. They will prefer to protect the murderers and the rapists, and they will kill or hate a person simply for being gay. They won't hate the rapists, they won't hate the murderers, but they'll hate a person for their sexual orientation. And it caused a big stir at the time, right? And with, of course, a lot of Jamaicans saying, move on, go. A visa, y'all look for go foreign. Move on, go. Left Jamaica alone. We don't want you. People were up in arms that she said that about Jamaica. But scratch everything away and think about what was said. It's like when Etana came out and said, I wouldn't want to age in Jamaica. I wouldn't want to grow old living in Jamaica. And people cuss her and say, move your blood clot and go here. You know, go on like foreigner, the best thing in the world. But when you look back at her statement, I don't want to be older, living in a certain part, and I slip and fall on my front porch, on my veranda, bust my head back, and I can't get some medical help like ASAP. You know, in the US where she lives, an ambulance is at your house in like 5-10 minutes, literally. Police is at your house in like 5-10 minutes, literally. If anything is happening, you're on the scene. The area is cordoned off if it's that serious. All kinds of resources. So that's basically what she was saying. But the Jamaican people didn't want to hear it. All they heard was, you think foreign better than yard. Move your blood clot. Pardon my language, y'all. But you don't know already. Right? So it was along those lines that Diana said that. So apparently, you know, she's not she, but they've lived their lives, and their life is their truth. I want my audience to tell me now how you interpret or feel about this, about her going all the way and taking away her tatas, not because of medical reason, but because she wanted to, because she does not, or not she wanted to, they wanted to, because they do not identify with them. They said they are multi-spirited, they are masculine and feminine and everything in between, and the titties had to go. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I find this one very interesting, and I can't wait to see what the comment section says. Let me say this. Have respect. This is social media. We're heavily monitored, and the backlash can be severe, right? Be truthful in your account, in your statement that you leave, but keep respect in it. I'll catch y'all on the next video. I'm out. Peace.